Good afternoon, students. Today we have to see few more problems on types of DC generators, which are also very useful. First type problems already we have seen. These are the second type of problems. Before going to that, to solve the problem, what you mean by armature resistance? It is the resistance offered by the armature conductor circuit or armature winding. Copper we are using for the winding material. Copper has some resistance, that is called winding resistance or armature resistance. For better conductivity, this value should be always low, 1 ohms or 2 ohms. It is denoted by Ra. Then type of armature winding, we are having two types of windings. Number 1, wave winding. Number 2, lap winding. So in wave winding, the armature connections between brushes are connected as shown in below diagram. It has two parallel paths. Hence, number of conductors in each parallel path is Z by 2, and current flowing through in each branch, that is Ia by 2 between two brushes as shown in figure. Mainly it has two parallel paths. Next, number 2, lap winding. In this type of armature winding, the conductors are connected in parallel paths such that as same number of poles. What is the number of poles machine is having? Same number of parallel paths are there. For example, if a DC machine has 4 poles, naturally the number of parallel paths is also equal to 4. That means number of parallel paths A equal to number of poles in lap winding. Remember, hence the conductors in each path, that is Z by P equal to A. For a 4-pole machine, Z by 4. Similarly, current flowing through each branch, Ia divided by 4, because it has 4 parallel paths. Now you have to see second type of problems. A 110 volts DC shunt generator delivers a load current of 50 ampere. The armature resistance is 0.2 ohms and the field circuit resistance is 55 ohms. The generator rotating at a speed of 1800 rpm has 6 poles. Total conductors. You have to write down the data. Generator generates the voltage and supplies to load. What is the current flowing across the load? It is referred as load current. IL equal to 50 ampere. Shunt field current. In shunt generator, field resistance is connected across armature. Armature and terminal voltage both are same. Hence, we have to calculate the field current or shunt field current, ISH equal to P by RSH. RSH is the resistance of field winding. We are getting 2 ampere. As per the KCL, armature current equal to I plus ISH. I is load current, ISH is field current. Generated EMF induced in armature, it is known as generated EMF. Terminal voltage across the terminal, it is known as terminal voltage. Phi is always smaller, generated EMF is always greater. Eg equal to V plus IARA. Then you can calculate the generated EMF, Eg. This Eg is also equal to EMF equation. You can use that phi Zn divided by 60 into P by A. You use that relation, you substitute all the values, you may calculate the flux phi. And depending upon type of winding, you can select number of parallel paths. Typical shunt generator is shown in figure. Here the armature is having resistance, Eg is EMF in the armature, field winding is connected parallel. Now feeder has some resistance. That means feeder means conductors which cables are connected. Similar type of conductor, load is having 10 kilowatt, terminal voltage is 200. Hence, you can calculate the load current. Load current IL equal to load power, load in kilowatt divided by terminal voltage. Current power in watts divided by voltage. What is the power is available across load? It is 10,000 kilowatt, 10,000 watts, 10 kilowatt is there, 10,000 watts divided by supply voltage 200, you are going to get 50 ampere. Last time load current was given, now load current you have to calculate. How many feeders we are using? 2 feeders. Therefore, drop in feeder 1 feeder resistance into 2 feeders we are having. So, we are going to get around 2.5 volts. Terminal voltage equal to 200 plus 2.5. This feeder voltage drop also you can add. Shunt field resistance is given 100. Therefore, field current 202.5 divided by 100 terminal voltage. Armature current again you can add by KCL law, Ia equal to I plus ISH. Then generated EMF Eg equal to V plus IaRa. Already we are knowing how to calculate the Eg by knowing different formula. This is second equation. Same continuation, another type of problem. Go through that. You have to calculate armature current per parallel path, EMF generated and power developed. We have discussed all the formulas in the classification of DC generators. It is almost based. Such type of problems have been asked in examination. So, we have to calculate the armature current equal to load current plus field current. First you calculate the field current ISH equal to rated voltage divided by field resistance. Rated voltage of generator means terminal voltage 250 by 50, 5 ampere. So, load current is given 200 ampere. Hence, number 1 armature current equal to I plus ISH, applying the KCL. Number 2 current per parallel path, Ia is the current, number of parallel paths, capital A is the parallel path. It may be lap winding or wave winding. Now it is lap winding, number of parallel paths equal to 4, 51.25 ampere. Number 3 generated EMF Eg equal to V plus IaRa. You are knowing the Ia, you are knowing the Ra, substitute, we are going to get generated EMF. Then power developed in armature, that should, what is the voltage? Eg. What is the current? Ia. Hence, power developed in armature equal to Eg into Ia watts. Such type of problems are more asked in question paper. You prepare. Remaining problems are available in my notes.